At the end of the day, there is techers to this pitch invading shit.
There is.
I remember Vitali when he just runs into the net. Remember the guy used to run into the net? So he has a clear goal. He's like, I want to go for the net. So even if I slip, whatever, it's the net I'm after. It doesn't move.
Madon's finesse it in Sweden. Sweden. Us man are down in the DM. Down in the DMs. Madon's finesse it in Sweden. Sweden. Feel it up with no feeling.
Hello, Cover Firm. We are here and we're back. The best football analysis show in the world, as voted by. What are you saying? How was your weekend?
Wow, I just got back at 4 or 7 a.m. I'm really tired.
That is amazing. But we have some comments before we go into the football. Rouge and Poet are seriously dead-ass best superhero duo on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Best football analysis show as voted by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Bib and Lukaku Speedos. Best football analysis show examined by one and only VAR, sponsored by Rouge's Potato. Rest in peace. It's still alive. But last week,
saw that? It's on the window.
It's around. It's alive. It's just sprouting. I need to bury it. I think I need to end that story very, very soon. Looks cute though. Last week we asked your thoughts on Kimpembe and VAR. It's a penalty by the rules. End of story. The ball clearly bounced off Kimbe's arm, and his arm was out enough to mean it was big enough to develop the ball trajectory. Good call all the way. A lot of people agreeing it was a pen. But massive week of football. Poet, Arsenal have beaten the United of Manchester's 2-0. Unreal display from the Gunners. Ross Butler, brave lineup from Emery, Ozil, Rama, both starting strikers. Was it a pen though? Fred leaned to the lark and it was clumsy. Chinny Buari, every time Poet is negative, Barca, they win. Whenever he's positive, they lose. Poet, can you be positive every week except for games against United and Liverpool? Don Robbie is saving for a new yacht. To lose to Runs and win against United is the most Arsenal thing ever. Arsenal to United 0. Bro, loads and loads of comments here. And Mr. Marble says, I'm going to let Poet enjoy this one.
To be fair, I've already enjoyed the whole day yesterday. I'm all out.
It
Yeah.
seems like you really enjoyed it.
For me
I
to
saw
like
Instagram.
Yeah.
It seems like you really had fun.
And I'll be very honest with everyone. It wasn't so much about Arsenal and United. I know even after that result, United are better than Arsenal. Some of the football that they were playing yesterday, there was one time where Pogba's picked up the ball with his left foot, done a crossfield to Lukaku. United are lit, regardless. But this is what I will say. It was you, Rio. That attitude, sitting next to an Arsenal legend, Martin Keown, and laughing at the very thought of Arsenal losing at the Emirates to you lot, infuriated me. I said, I'm dedicating my Sunday to Rio Ferdinand if we lose.
I saw you really
if we won, sorry. I said, I'm awake. Because I knew at 7 o'clock Dutch time, if we won, I was going to FaceTime you. And this is what he had to say.
Rio, my brother, you gotta take the L. Take the L. Take the L.
The L.
Take the L.
I told you. I don't want to hear nothing. You better give me a win. You better hide from social media. Don't go back. It's over. You man are rubbed.
This is why I said, can he go to me, we're back. I said, what, in 4th place? Was that ever something you wanted to be back in? I said, Man United being back is trophies, Premier League challenging, Champions League. Not the League Cup, big man. Not the Europe rope. Look at this middle finger he sent me. Look, it's embarrassing. Look at your leader. Man United fans, look at your leader. But I'm not going to go too mad because at the end of the day, we're still not going to get top 4. But this moment here is great for me. The thing is, I love Rio Ferdinand because the one thing I said about Rio, he's up for a laugh. Yeah. He's actually up for it.
Rio's cool, bro.
A lot of people would have avoided it. Rio is up for it. Called me a pussyo, all of that. I love it.
Yeah, he's up for the bants. Can't lie. Shout out to Rio Ferdinand. But look, you guys, let's go into the game though. United were quite unlucky early on with the post, and then
they were very unlucky.
United were quite unlucky. Post
very unlucky.
They were really up for it. But that's football. You just don't know these days what's going to happen. And I have to give it to Xhaka's left foot. And I think people are being harsh on David De Gea. So he's judging the ball from he's 30 yards away. The first 15 yards, the ball's going straight at him.
And then
the last 15 yards,
skirt. The reason why I have to forgive De Gea, on Sunday I took a flight.
Yeah.
The turbulence on this flight.
Mad.
I thought I ended up in Barcelona. I was meant to be going to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
The plane done this.
Yes.
We looked out the window and I could see, what I'm meant to see is clouds and I can see the floor. Yeah. So for about 5-6 seconds, I thought I was dead.
So what's that got to do with De Gea?
The wind was crazy.
Okay.
The wind blew the plane.
The wind was crazy yesterday.
The turbulence, you think I'm joking.
No, the wind was mad.
The turbulence on the plane, women were screaming.
You
hear that? And I'm on an EasyJet flight.
Don't go outside.
So you see the plastic on the EasyJet or the metal, all of that? I'm like, yo, I got plans.
But Arsenal Fair enough, man. You guys put in a performance.
To be fair,
you went for it.
Yeah, we didn't. I won't say we
won.
deserved to win. They hit the
think
bar,
you did.
they hit the
Football.
post, and this is what I was trying to say. Why I
You're not
rated
even
them.
that gassed. I'm more gassed.
Last week, 2 weeks ago, I said, you know, I got to give United credit. They deserve to lose against Spurs. They didn't. There's been games I've seen United deserve to lose, even against PSG. Like, it was just 3 mistakes that allowed them to score. Very brave performance, and I rate it. But one thing I told you, man, you can't be lucky every week.
Man,
You can't be lucky every week. Eventually, your luck runs out.
Aubameyang with a pen, quite a, I'd say, simple pen.
Terrible.
It seemed like he shat himself before taking that.
But do you know what his problem
The
is?
trim is crazy.
Oh, terrible. He keeps
Aubameyang's trim.
He wants to see the decision that the keeper makes before he makes his own decision.
Yeah,
That's just too much of a risk.
The keeper does it,
He does not look at the ball, bro. He looks at the keeper. If the keeper goes left or right, then he goes the opposite direction. That's why Lloris killed him. Arsenal versus Tottenham, the last game at the Wem ever between these two in a league game. And you miss.
Would VAR have given that a penalty though?
Of course not. That's the softest
VAR
penalty.
next year is going to be sick. I can't wait. I think VAR in the Prem is going to be brilliant. The battle for fourth and obviously the championship is very, very tight. But yeah, you guys, man, Arsenal have won. How do you feel? Leave your comments below. Are you looking forward to VAR next season? Would have it given that? And how bad is Aubameyang's trim? Shout out to United though, they've improved.
Oh, United are good. I'm saying United are
good.
very good.
Chelsea against Wolves 1-1. Eden Hazard with a banging goal right at the end, saves them.
So good.
I feel like that club is just waiting for next season though.
I think they're almost like in a similar transition to Real Madrid, where it's like they're good sides. They're probably not going to win anything. They're just waiting for the season to end so they can just do their transition.
I don't
do you
think
know what I
they'll
mean?
get fourth though.
Who? Chelsea?
No. It's between.
You reckon so?
No, Tottenham could drop out as well. I mean, it's going to be tight. But
I don't
Chelsea
know.
are missing out.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know who's getting it.
That crazy.
I'm still not confident about Arsenal because I'm just not. Maybe because I have an emotional attachment to them. But you say no to Chelsea this week. Who knows in 3 weeks? We're 1 point behind Spurs. We were 10 points behind them.
Chelsea, let us know what you think. We do move on to Liverpool. 4-2 against Burnley. Liverpool 4, Burnley 2. Absolute side performance from the boys. Lallana looked like the second coming of Juan Roman Riquelme. Yeah, Lallana had a good game, to be fair. I will also mention that Henderson didn't play. There was no Milner. But Liverpool looked good, man. It was against Burnley. First goal, potentially, if that was VAR, would have been a foul. But I was confident in that game. This week felt like a bit of a standard week. And yeah, we're back to winning ways. Can we carry it on? We're 1 point behind City.
What do you reckon?
I don't know. 8 games to go.
From now until the end of the season, Man City are going to drop a point.
Can Liverpool carry on?
You're going to drop a point as well.
I prefer Liverpool in a chasing position. They seem to play with more ease.
But at the same time, it's just the spell, innit? The spell where you were 10 points in front were probably Man City's bad spell, and the spell where Man City have caught up was probably your bad spell. And now you're both in the same place. So now it's just like, who's gonna fuck up now? And that's why I always wanted Liverpool and Man City to go through their bad spells and then be at this point now.
It's
1 point separating
you. Running.
Come on, guys. Now it's a fight.
Very good running right now. We have Chelsea and Tottenham at home. They have United away and Tottenham at home.
I think Chelsea might give you problems because they always give you problems at Canfield. But Spurs, my lord, come on, fam, man.
It's going to be tough. I mean, look, guys, let us know what you think about Liverpool. Mane, a few nice finishes. Yeah, we're back. We're back, but...
Firmino back on the goal sheet?
Yeah, Firmino.
Salah assists.
And I have to say, Trent starting
makes sense.
Is a massive, massive, massive plus for us. Winning leagues is about the little things, it seems. Obviously, City have an amazing squad, but it's about the little things. If you don't, those little moments where you've played the Milner or you've played the Henderson, you make the wrong tactical decision in the game, or that game against Everton where you have to just go for it, and you put on, you know what I'm saying? You don't put on Shaqiri, you don't play Trent.
And I agree, but
we're still in it.
I still have faith in Liverpool.
I can't complain. It's still in it. Leave your comments below. Can they just carry on in those crunch games that are coming up? But let's go to Man City before we go to Tottenham. Aguero, Sterling, Bernardo, Virgil van Dijk. He's saying Aguero, Sterling and Bernardo are better than Virgil van Dijk for Player of the Year.
If I'm being honest with you, the person that I feel deserves it for just going about their business, no one even says anything about them, but they just go about their business, is him. Bernardo has been quality from August up until now. I could be totally wrong, and most time I am, but I would give it to Bernardo Silva. 100%. He just goes about his business.
I would give it to one of the players depending on who wins the league. If Liverpool win the league, and Van Dijk is part of that, he's been... Without him, it wouldn't have happened.
No, I hear you.
It wouldn't have happened.
I hear you.
Whereas with Man City,
so many.
Without Aguero, they'll still... You can't say without him they wouldn't have won it. I feel like with Van Dijk, it's that much context in terms of how important he is. It's a good discussion to have anyway in terms of who do you guys reckon anyway, player of the year. But Man City, the VAR definitely would have ruled off Sterling's goal.
So that's one, isn't it?
That ref, man, poor decision. Just started the second half. Watford were defending quite well, to be fair.
Yeah.
There you go. Sterling it was a lucky goal, but fam, luck follows the brave.
And he's had a bit of unlucky times this year. So if there's one man that I want to get a bit of luck, if there's one man I want to score a hat trick, if there's one man I want everyone to talk good things about, it's definitely Raheem Sterling.
Tottenham against Southampton. Michael James Carpenter, Southampton 2, Spurs 1, WTF. Southampton have now won twice against the Big Six opposition in the Premier League at home under Ralph Hasenholt. They could have beat United. They've become a really tough team to crack.
The South are getting mad.
Ralph Hasenholt has been really, really good since he's come in. And it seems that they're going to evade relegation as well, which I think, how they're playing football,
good football.
They deserve it. It's good football.
Good goals.
Attacking. They deserve it.
Do you know who's come back? Ward-Prowse.
What a fucking freak.
I thought Ward-Prowse was going to be so much better than what he actually became because of the pressure that's probably set on Southampton. Like everyone, like Gareth Bale, Chamberlain, Walcott, everyone becomes someone. Ward-Prowse started scoring. I thought, yeah. Then he went cold, fam.
Ward-Prowse, Valerie as well, once again, a nice goal.
Valerie.
Valerie looks good. Valerie. Tottenham, they're working wonders with no improvements to the squad, what they've been doing. It's a self-imposed ban. You can't carry on doing this.
It's mad, isn't it?
Pochettino's doing incredible work.
Best manager in the league.
It's incredible work.
Best manager in the league.
But you're going to have these losses towards the end of the season especially. Sorry, what was Danny Rose doing?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, L of the week.
Oh, massive L of the week. L of the week goes to Danny Rose. Not for his hair,
L of the week is for Danny Rose.
Not for his
He let it through his legs and was like, oh shit.
It was a massive mistake.
It was so bad.
It was terrible.
It was very bad.
But well done, Southampton.
So, yeah.
Well done. St. Mary's, innit?
But that was an awful mistake. I know it's end of the season.
Pochettino's going to kill him.
Pochettino would be pissed.
He's Argentinian. He's pissed off most times. Oh, man, I feel sorry for Spurs. He's actually working wonders over there.
Yeah.
They're third in the quarterfinals.
Yes.
And how much money have they spent?
0.
This is mad.
Friday's Champions League draw.
Yeah, no.
If Spurs get Porto, it's a massive boost to their season.
That's massive. They get to the but we can't have that. Spurs need to get Barcelona, get knocked out, and I'm happy. You can't go to the Sem-Sem. Not the Sem-Sem. You have to get out before then.
Well, let us know what Danny Rose thinking. And is Pochettino working wonders? Will they fall out of top 4? Can they get to the semis of the Champions League? I mean, Friday will be a good show because we'll find out. Newcastle-Everton, good game, 3-2. Everton's hopes for getting against top of the brilliant Newcastle.
Everton winning 2-0.
How can we shout? Yeah, Liverpool for 90 minutes and captured it against the Mike Ashley hate club. Pickford had a howler. Is he good enough? Fuck Everton, man. Biggest stuff for Monday episode. Jordan Pickers saves a pen against rival side. Seems his tongue out to Newcastle fans when they missed just to lose 3-2 after being 2 up. Fat L. Awful mistake from Pickford. He rose to pick it up. Like he rose, he dropped it. Rondon just took it past him and he brought him down. He should have been a red.
I'm happy that Newcastle spending a bit of money. Seems to have changed that whole club's perspective.
I mean, they're going to stay up again, but they still don't like their owner, if we're going to be honest.
Who does like their fucking owner?
Good game.
Yeah.
Nice goals. Shout out to Almiron with a left foot whizzer. Nice little shot.
Serious?
And Pickford spilled it again.
Though he does.
Yeah, and Jose Perez scored a goal. Yeah, it was awful. And then even when Jose Perez shot it, it was under his body. Pickford was awful this game. But yeah, guys, Newcastle fans, Everton fans, and even Pickford fans, who gets the L of the week? We're collecting the L's. There's a lot of L's.
The Everton gaffer needs to get one soon. The fake Pochettino.
The fake Pochettino.
He needs to get an L soon.
He's on his obrigado vibe.
How much money did Everton spend?
A lot of money.
Come on, cuz.
Leicester Fulham 3-1. When you and your mates got to play a pickup game and play no defence, that's Fulham. Yeah. Fulham don't play defence.
I love Leicester. Tielemans is a baller.
Baller. They picked him apart.
Bruv.
But they're awful. Just the defending level of Fulham.
It's terrible. Who's their gaffer now?
They're so bad.
Who's their manager now?
I don't. Scott Parker.
Scotty Parker?
Fucking gaffer.
Where are they getting from? JJB's? You can't just go inside. No, you can't just... you can't just pick Scott Parker.
Off Gumtree.
Off Gumtree, innit? Nah, you can't do that, man. You can't just pick Scott Parker. But who wants to follow
Vardy got his 101 goals.
Is it?
Fucking awesome. Yeah.
Mate, Vardy, I like you.
Fleetwood Town. Brexit means Brexit. He's done his bruv.
He's done his thing, innit?
I really like Vardy.
Love him.
I like a bit of Britain.
He's Britain.
He is Britain. Bro, but outside of the Prem, there was just wilderness this week in football.
Benty, I know you were going mental. And you're the first person I thought of. The first person I thought of.
Aston Villa
Amazing.
With Grealish with a banger as well. Grealish with an absolute bang. Good scenes. It did take an age to go in. 1-0. Mark Cyrus says, absolutely disgusting scenes in Birmingham Derby. No place for that in football. But where was the man on? That is true. What a guy to Jack Grealish. Got tapped by Birmingham fan of Derby and went on to score the winner. Legend. Football is always the winner. Which it is.
It is.
He scored the... It's just... It adds more to the story. You know, I'm not saying a man should get punched in the back of the head by a fan. However...
Who sets the narrative?
Security should be better. Why are you telling people to sit down?
That's what's bad.
Why are you telling people to sit down in the last row and a man in the front row has jumped over and punched the player?
You know security's job, from my understanding, because my friend used to work there, is to face this way. So this is the game, and they got to face this way.
Yeah.
But you don't want to watch the game.
Maybe he was watching the game.
You want to get paid to watch the game. You're not
It's poor though,
You're not Timsy. You got to do your job.
It's poor.
Watch the people them and make sure they don't run on the field. 10 members of security. One of them's got to see my man jump over the gate, run past that little piece of dead grass, onto the field, then approach Grealish, punch it, like cuz.
I think for derbies, yeah, you need not just security, you need police. And you need like weapon police. You need them in between the fans and you need them on the pitch. Like around, do you know what I'm saying? At least like...
I agree.
And not like one steward here, empty steward. Like it can't be this much emptiness between two stewards. There needs to be like, stewards should be able to do that and touch each other. From this side to that side. So you have to increase stewardship in the stadium. And if it's that mad, as they do in Argentina, Serbia, etc., you get the army and the police. The fan, he should have gotten battered by the players. And if he got battered, nobody should get in trouble.
Now, if this was the red stripe league...
That's real.
If this was the red stripe league...
No. But if you come on the pitch, and cool, I respect it. You've done your thing, innit?
Yeah.
But then, when you slip on the floor, because the grass is really slippy in trainers, they need to batter him.
And this is the reason why...
He won't do it again.
Because now you've got a lifetime ban on him, from what I'm hearing. You're going to go prison.
Yeah.
On top of that, you're a dad. Like, we can all have a joke and a laugh, but bro, you're a fucking embarrassment. And then look, your son's going to go to school. Everyone's going to know you're the dad. And then your son's going to probably get teased and so... Like, bro, cuz you're a dickhead, fam, I can't lie. But the staff are shit as well. It's poor staffing. Fire them all. Yeah. We're not disgusted by it. It's upsetting. If we should be disgusted by anything, I think it should be that the security at the ground, because clearly the safety of the players is not a priority. One of the stewards grabbed him. What? Oh my, he got arrested.
A steward got arrested?
Blood, we're watching this in Holland. Do you know how bad it was? I had to call everyone in the living room area. When Grealish scored, he went into the crowd and the steward was a Birmingham City fan, whatever. He's grabbed him like to pull him away. And Grealish is still cool. Grealish, do you know what? You're going to be the world's greatest parent. There's no way. Like, I am not violent by any stretch of the margin.
He might be a spiritual brother, you know.
He is, bro. He has to be. Bro, the security man has grabbed him.
And taken him out.
And pulled him away, but tried to make it look like I'm doing my job. But at the same time, his eyes locked on him like, you just scored. And the police saw right through it. Right through it. Grabbed him, arrested him, bomber club.
They arrested the steward.
Come on, fam. The stew. The stewards are trash. All stewards are trash. I am never listening to a steward ever again.
It does show me, though, that these guys really do care about the derby.
Yeah.
The Birmingham, you know what I'm saying, up in Birmingham, it's real.
It's not a joke.
But this is like some shit I expect in Serbia and shit, so the way you lot are moving is mad.
It is mad.
Punched, the guy's got punched in the head.
Can we talk about the punch?
The steward got, the punch is a poor punch.
It is.
But you know why it's a poor punch?
Terrible.
Oh, because it's slippy. So when you run on, have you ever noticed when people run onto pitches, right? They're always like slippy and unstable because they haven't got boots on. Next time, I need to bring boots. So if you're gonna pitch invade, have boots in your bag, and then you change at half time, and then you go for it, and then you can really like, you can evade stewards because then stewards have shoes and then they're slipping.
I hear you.
So you can really spend time on the pitch.
Mitch, Vuj, this close, come close. How can you miss me? We're too close.
And it was poor, it hit him here. It was like that. This weekend, there was 3 incidents of people running onto the pitch. Bruv, I think England has a problem with fans.
You think England has a problem with fans? But you know what it is? It's reflection, isn't it? It has to be reflection.
Of society. Raging and furious, the Hibernian chief executive, that nothing is off the table after Rangers captain James Taverner was confronted by a man at Easter Road. What's not even an electric chair in that? What, you say nothing, does that mean what, electric chair? What does nothing mean? I mean, what do you do? How do you punish it? I mean, I don't know, bro. I think it just shows a wider problem, though. Why is it this week so many people have jumped on the pitch? So weird, in 1 week.
Do you know what, though, yeah? This argument is so massive.
It's massive, isn't it?
I have to blame the people that I feel, no matter what way the argument goes, I've got a problem. And that's security. The powers that be in football, and I'm definitely going to blame security. You see how you said, UK, you're a football fan? I know you are. I've seen your joy in watching a game between two smaller nations that mean absolutely nothing to anyone in and around, but it means something to you because you have a connection and seeing people happy through football. Yeah. Those are the men that need to control football. The people that make football are everyone at home watching, comments below now. It's everyone at home watching a game on television that can't afford a ticket. It's all the people that make the game.
Fans.
Yeah.
Wow, look, we've gone into a wider debate here, but what do you guys reckon? Obviously, Grealish with a goal. How do you stop pitch invasions? Should they wear boots? Is it a wider problem?
I say let people express themselves.
It shows the wider social issues because this is erupting once again in stadiums. It's like Yugoslavia when it broke up. Like the violence first started in stadiums. Stadiums is where you start expressing how you feel privately, and then it's like collective madness.
So there's nothing we can do then?
Not really. It was a deeper problem.
Oh well.
But guys, leave your comments. How do you tackle pitch invaders, and how do they? I don't even know, bro. Look, leave your comments.
Tackle them with 2 feet.
It was an intense week of football. We literally spoke about this for half an hour. This is going to be cut into a 2-minute conversation. But just so you guys know, we just had a half-an-hour debate with people behind the camera and ourselves. There's positive pitch invasions though, right? Because we're talking about negative pitch invasions. In Blackpool, they kicked out their owner after a 45-year dictatorship. And look, they won in the last minute. What did they do? They filled the stadium up once and for all. They're not boycotting anymore. They pitch invaded.
Now, you see when they lift them players up, then it goes to Sky Sports adverts and you see the players like that. Them men are heroes! Well, I think that's great.
It's almost like you need to be smart with it. But I don't think overly condemning it with words, it just creates a worse atmosphere. Bundesliga though. Big one in the Bundesliga. Bayern's goal against Salzburg marked 196 goal in the Bundesliga. He's a top non-German goal scorer of all time Bundesliga. Same as Aguero, he's talented but not appreciated much. True, he just does his job, gets on with it. And Bayern Munich are top by on goal difference, which I'm surprised by because early in the season they weren't playing great. They've actually lost 2 games more than Borussia.
So basically they've done Man City.
But Borussia have drawn 3 more.
They've done Man City.
They've done a Man City. There you go, it's just football for you. But we do have another game in Germany that happened. I did actually watch this while I was watching Liverpool, flicking in between. Yeah, the Hamburg-St. Pauli derby. Very, very big derby that Ellie actually covered on Copper 90. Do check that out. But it was really good, man. But Hamburg won 4-0 away from home.
Raw.
At St. Pauli. I wasn't expecting, away from home in a massive derby against 2 teams that hate each other, the fans hate each other, for them to come away winning 4-0. And the ref kept blowing a timeout for players to walk off the pitch because of flares. Yeah. But anyway, Hamburg just came in and said, do you want some cheese with that? And good game, good finish. But it's very tight in the Bundesliga, the Bundesliga 2. St. Pauli, Hamburg, and I believe it's, who's the top team? Not Leipzig, no. Cologne, that's it, FC Cologne. Cologne got relegated. German fans are wicked, man, I can't lie.
Yeah, they are.
German fans really organise well. But anyway, guys, if you did watch that, let us know about the German league as well. Who's going to go up from the Bundesliga 2? La Liga, Barcelona, comfortable win against Real Vallecano. And Real Madrid went down to Real Valladolid, but scored 4. Casemiro getting sent off for a really silly incident at the end.
I think the pressure's off Madrid now because they're out of Champions League. They know they're not going to win the league, so it's just like...
They're comfortably in 3rd. They're not going to win. Yeah, they're just kind of cruising it, I feel, Real Madrid right now.
I mean, I saw Gareth Bale score the other day. Man went to go and celebrate with him, threw his arm off.
He needs to leave.
Yeah.
Go somewhere where you're appreciated, like Liverpool.
No.
L of the Week is sponsored by Specs Gonzalez. We already have designated the L of the Week for Danny Rose for absolutely awful decision to let that ball go through his legs. But the PSG owner breaking a door and Cantona roasting Neymar is big. So I don't want to give it to the PSG owner, but it's another one. So keep leaving your L's of the week, hashtag L of the week, and we'll talk about them. But let's give some positive with what a guys this week. Jack Grealish getting attacked but then scoring the winner. The Danish side, FC Nordsjælland, chose to celebrate Women's International Day by changing their own names on their shirts. They said have the names of some famous women who have had a great impact in the world. Some of the names included Oprah, Rosa Parks, Ellen DeGeneres, Serena Williams, etc. What a guy!
Oprah's banned.
Why? Ranieri for chasing paper with 4th club in 2 years.
That's my guy.
Ranieri's trying to get his money up. What a guy to Dusan Tadic for Bruce. Okay, that was last week. What a guy to Rashford for has the ball, the warrior.
Yeah. I can just see Ranieri in the club right now. Have a baby, baby, be a millionaire. That's my
Tutto
guy.
grazie. Give me the one with the big bum. You
Bro.
can imagine him.
Have you seen the picture of him getting the job at Roma? He doesn't look like he can believe it. He looks like, how did I go from Fulham to Roma?
Yeah, he's chilling. Shout out to Ranieri. I think, look, Jack Grealish, we understand, you know, solidarity and all that, my brother. But we're going to give it to Ranieri because you're making your money, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's Ranieri for just staying in management for as long as he possibly can. It's like us in these chairs. Two is we always end it with some shit that's happened on social media. You could not write it after being punched by Jack Grealish and Raheem saying karma at its best. Yeah, man.
Well done, man.
Shit always works out. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. But yeah, when you realise you're out of the Champions League and your next game is against the type of mustard.
Who do they play?
Dijon.
This Booge, I'm sorry, bro. When I first saw this video, I was taking a piss, mate, and I just
look at me, bro. I hate heights, but that was so fun. And I swear I'm legit not touching the slide. I'm just falling.
You're hovering.
It's a free fall. It's a vertical free fall. Well, that is funny. Shout out to the guy who was on the top of the slide. He was like, yeah, I've seen you online and that.
Just look at this video. Just look at this clip, right? Trump don't care, fam.
What was this? Trump just called Apple CEO Tim Cook Tim Apple.
We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. You've really put a big investment.
The way he says it.
Appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
Anyway, that was a fun show. I enjoyed it. Got quite debating in there.
Sorry.
A debateful show. No, I mean, everybody behind the camera was debating as well. Obviously, I think we've been here for like an hour now. So, editor, we appreciate the editor because he has to edit these videos and sit through this conversation again on his laptop and edit it. He is an Aston Villa fan though, so I'm sure he's very, very happy.
Benty!
Man like Benty.
Okay.
It's not Maradona. But guys, leave a comment below. Leave your comments below and we will see you on Friday. Champions League. It awaits us.
You waste you.
Keep having a nice.